Hello, viewers. I'm SB,
And I'm Amabel.
and welcome back to Golden Idol Mysteries: The Curse of the Last Reaper, where today we're taking on Sickness and Health. The law of the jungle takes its toll. I don't think this one's going to be any more pleasant than the last one. That's not good. That right there, that is what not good looks like. Also, not one single skeleton. Well, hold on. Wait.
Yeah.
If I flip over to... Why didn't help at all? I don't like that any better.
No.
All right.
No.
Let's figure out what's going on here. So, my punishment is the only reason I'm alive. What a curious thing for a man to say. Also, none of his belongings are clickable. I swear I didn't know. You won't shoot a sick woman, would you? Will you? These are very similar knives. This might be another case of same JPEG syndrome. That is discovered. Deaths. Amabel. This man's not breathing.
Oh no. Also, that's a cool sword he has. What is that called? The kind of guard thing around the handle. Do you know much about sword anatomy?
I know a little bit. I think this is called a basket hilt, where it has like the sort of like the cover around the outside of your hand.
Okay.
At least it's called a basket hilt when it's kind of shaped like a basket. And there are other ones. I don't know what
Oh,
they're
that
called.
man also is not breathing. I thought he was asleep.
Yeah, and he's got something carved on his hand. What looks like a lightning bolt 7-4, maybe? Also not breathing, remarkably.
Wow.
There's a real see no evil, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil thing happening here.
Oh yeah, no, that's pretty.
Which is pretty weird.
Clearly the. Yeah.
Inside this tent, we've got maybe a doctor's kit, maybe a sewing kit. That looks like a spool, right? And the little scissors, and I think that's a paintbrush, though. I don't know. Inside that tent,
I mean,
tools for crafts.
I would say doctor's kit.
March 7. It is a sorrowful thing what befell Walter Keene. I liked him. He never hit me, not even once. March 8th. Drowsiness doth overtake me, and the witch proclaims herself stricken with illness.
Okay, Walter Keene, that name sounds familiar. Is that from the first?
It is from the first game, yeah. Walter Keene, Walter Keene, if I'm remembering correctly, he was the gentleman, the thief with the fancy hats.
Oh, okay.
Was he the one who got oldified by the council? Like he got his punishment was like to gain 150 years or something. Somebody got
That might. I don't really remember, but it might be.
Okay, well that's just Dagon right there. Oh mighty Dagon. I saw the dreaded spitflies again. Avert marks of the deadly disease from my body. Take others. The witch claims she has a preventative cure for the fever in her kit. If this is true, give poor Tom a sign. So I have a theory that if you let any video game's plot run for long enough, Lovecraft's going to show up. Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter what the setting or subject matter.
Is Dagon a Lovecraftian thing?
Yeah, Dagon is Lovecraft.
That's the one who likes the big sandwiches, right? Dagon, who likes big sandwiches.
Yeah, he comes up and drags them down below the deeps. A sandwich full of many, many, many fish. Okay, watch duty. Jacques Triton, Cyril Amriot, Tom Adkin, and Stefan Gardner. Ada Baker exempt due to illness.
Okay. That's interesting.
I missed something here. Yep, there's a book I didn't click on. Okay, Captain's Journal. March 6th, continuing our journey to destination. March 7th, did what was supposed to be done. Bastard got what he wanted and what he deserved. What a jest. March 8th, heading back, Ada reports slight fever. March 9th, Ada has red marks. Twerp slept on duty. Couldn't keep his eyes open for 4 measly hours. A penalty of death by withholding something. I am truly a genius. What an odd set of entries, Amabel.
Yeah. So the first thing I'd like you to do before we vamoose is, can you click on the guy with the gun again? And what time is it?
It is approximately. It's almost 10. Looks like.
All right, and then who is at watch at almost 10?
Nobody.
Never mind.
Almost 10 is not a watch kind of time.
Okay.
That's an everybody up and moving kind of time.
So obviously the penalty of death by withholding is withholding some kind of medicine that's in the witches in the kit.
Yeah.
Which is described as a witch's kit, or maybe it's a doctor's kit. I'm not 100%.
Okay, so obviously the thing here is we got to figure out whose is what's. This is to be expected. All right. Let's jump over to 1927 before we go doing anything else.
Yeah.
So here we have
Is he breathing?
Amabel. I want you to look him right in the eyes because you can, because they're stationary and unblinking, and
Yeah.
let's try to guess. Just try
Okay,
to
he's
guess.
not breathing. Okay.
Okay, expedition contract. The spoils of this expedition shall be split amongst the party members as follows. Antoine Spilsbury has been crossed out. He's just taking Radigan's whole share. That's not getting divided up.
Yeah. I mean, that's not a surprise.
It's a surprise that he would do that if he wants to survive. Spirit Journey with Dawn Hernan. A yellow amanita is a mushroom with low levels of neurozinth. Calming effect is suitable for loving kindness meditation. Not to be confused with Wizard's Hat, which certainly has a similar appearance. High levels of neurozinth. Beware, you can meet your shadow. For experienced practitioners only. Hey! Maybe print this from the source in color. I'd at least give it a thought. Murky Cone Cup.
I mean,
medium levels of neurozinth. Gently discover your connection with the loving cosmos.
I feel like you mix those two mushrooms up. That's on you.
That said, with this being named yellow, they may even be the same colors, right? It's just I feel
one has the funky thing on the stem and has a more bulbous, like fuller head, probably with better mouthfeel, from my experience. I'm sorry. I eat a lot of mushrooms.
I know.
You know this.
Sure you do. Come quick, Myrtle. Maybe we can still save him. Nobody else seems all that concerned, really. Okay, here we go. Symptoms of different colors and whatnot on the tongue tell us different things. Presence of nerve agent or head trauma manifests as dilated pupils, mixed up or heightened sensory inputs. A blue skin tone can be caused by low body temperature or oxygen deficit. A red skin tone can be caused by high body temperature or oxygen oversaturation. Low oxygen in the blood is typically caused by blocked airway, lung malfunction, heart malfunction, or so on. Abnormal body temperature, typically caused by external environment, but also chemicals or whatever. Listen, all kinds of things can happen to a body. Blood agents. Firaxin, a pink paste used in industrial processing, if ingested, blocks organs' ability to retrieve oxygen from blood, causing suffocation. Fatal, it turns out. Adrenochrome, a brown liquid, is a heart stimulant, and if overdosed, will stop your heart. Fatal. Morticium, a dark blue liquid, is an anti-parasite drug that, if overdosed, causes extreme airway inflammation, leading to blockage. fatal. Frig X.
Okay, and then what's this last one?
Frig X, which sounds like a cool cyberpunk drug, comes in the white pills. It's a sleep drug that, if overdosed, cools the body and damages the liver to the point of death. Fatal, like really cools the body. It says here damages your liver, but what they mean is it explodes. Nerve agents. Curatil. Purple liquid, a hallucinogen that, if overdosed, overheats the body and damages all digestive system. The whole thing all at once, which is considerable. It's a wild thing to do, considering how many miles of it there are.
And usually, it has to work its way through the digest. You figure once it. Okay, let's move on.
Vaunt 42, a white powder pesticide. If overdosed, overheats body, causes brain death. Yep, that's pretty bad for you. Promedil salt. It's a white liquid anesthetic that, if overdosed, will also kill you. And finally, Neurazinth, the yellow powder hallucinogen that will not kill you. If overdosed, non-fatal. The only compound in the entire book. Also, did you know? Mosquitoes. Not great. Don't have them around you. Maladitaria is spread by swamp mosquitoes. Symptoms: vomiting, high temperature, and fever. Scarlet fever, spread by the tropical spitfly. Symptoms: red pockmarks, very high temperature, and yellowing eyes. It turns out there are so many things that can be wrong with a person. Also, she has a gun. In case that's relevant. Here we have cigarettes and the map. Everybody's got their own brand, you know. Everybody smokes, but nobody can be bothered to smoke the same thing. Yes, it seems someone is living here. But don't you see, Eliza? They're not attacking us. They're trying to scare us away. That means they are themselves afraid. So we needn't be. We should push on. Still, Jasper, Mr. Monocle is afraid. And if he wants to return home, we can't refuse, because he owns the ship. Surely you can see that as well as everyone else. The idea that someone is living here and they're afraid, which means we don't need to be afraid, is bizarre. Presumably they're afraid of something. Yep, and then over here there's that. This man's not breathing.
Why are they going around?
Adorable tiger patch on the bag. That's the same thing as on his cigarette case. So it must be a family crest or something. Okay. You know, I said tiger, but actually it might be one of those like big-eyed, pouchy-faced monkeys. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
This is like a kind of monkey that lives in Madagascar or something. I want to say they got like a weird finger. If you want to just Google weird finger monkey for me real quick.
Big eye, pouchy face, monkey.
Don't forget the weird finger.
Weird finger.
Thank you. Okay.
The eye?
Is it an eye? Does it have a weird finger?
Well, yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at pictures. Hang on.
You do that while I continue to investigate. So here we got some skull shapes.
Or the tarsier.
Oh, well, yeah, tarsier. Tarsier is what I was thinking of, I think.
Yeah, no, those are much weirder figures and weird faces and eyes. That's gonna haunt me.
Oh, yeah. The tarsier is a nightmare. Horrible thing to know you live on the same planet as. Anyway, check out this bottle of Black Raven whiskey. Yeah, their finger is so upsetting, isn't it? It's really quite awful. Okay, well,
Raven should not be drinking whiskey. That's for crows. For drinky crows.
I don't know if I think the crow should be drinking whiskey, but I do think you're going to have a hard time stopping him. My experience with that comic is anything to go by. All right, so I do believe that this is the tent of one Antoine Spilsbury.
That is accurate.
So this here. So presumably they want us to draw conclusions from what we're looking at right here, right?
Yeah. Can you
But like this is
grab her book
her
again?
tent because of the cigarettes, right?
Yeah.
But that's all information from a previous case, so it feels a little bit
Yeah.
like.
And the aviation book, because she's an aviator.
But that's also a previous case.
No, I know, but it's all. I don't think these are intended to be done.
I feel a little. Yeah, maybe not.
Can you look at the tongue in the book?
In the book.
Suffocation. Okay. And there are different drugs that cause suffocation.
Oh, sure.
Can you look at the drugs for me again?
Jesus. And we can spend all day. What are you trying to?
I just am trying to hold the information in my head, and we don't have like a pop-up screen, so I.
Okay, well, there's multiple. There's
Oh, that's cool.
Multiple pages of such information, so we have to approach this a little more
That's
ordered.
hers.
So this one contains mustache wax.
Okay, well that's that's gonna be the
Gotta be
mustache
this
man,
dude, right?
Yeah.
Well, the captain has. I guess here's the question: Did is he's not on our list? Okay, because like he fell. This is the guy who. This is what's his name?
Yeah.
Dorinda. So he fell, and I assumed he was dead at the end of the last one. And I guess that must be true, and then his body was just, like, dragged out of the water?
Used to make them go, yeah.
Okay, so then, yeah, we're thinking mustache wax means you. The blue ship cigarettes were this guy, I think. But I'm a little leery of.
Can you check his tent? Does he have the true map?
Yeah. It's this one. Yeah.
Then that's him then.
Once again, information not in this. I'm a little leery of it just because it's. I don't know.
I see what you're saying, but these are made to be played consecutively.
Yeah.
You know. But I understand as far as, like, as an individual episode, like, if I was coming in just to help you with this one, I would not be able to help with that, right?
Yeah, and they haven't really done that in the past, although there is, the final case of the first game did refer back to information from others. There's been lots of places where remembering a piece of information can be helpful, but rarely where they were relying on it, you know?
Yeah.
It feels like it's sort of out of pace a little bit.
But not to the degree where you think it's wrong, that we're doing it wrong. Just
yeah.
Well, that would put.
I mean, this just process of elimination, right? Because these are the ones from the past,
right?
All right. So. Jacques Triton was the captain of the vessel in the last one, right? The captain who had died and then.
Oh right, okay. So this is before the. Okay, gotcha.
So we've never seen him before. We've seen his name before, but we've never seen him before.
Yeah. I mean, I will say, one person looks like a captain.
Yeah, there was a name referenced. Was it in the book? Maybe. Ada Baker is someone that we know, isn't it?
I'm not.
The name Ada Baker is pinging in my head. Maybe I'm.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
You know, it bothered me last episode that someone was named Alistair Sims.
Yeah.
So I was like, Alistair Sim is like a famous actor, man. That's not two of him. That's just one person. Doesn't even look like him.
My punishment is the only reason I'm alive.
Oh,
Death by withholding. So something was withheld from him that turned out to be lethal to everyone who took it.
Right. Well, that's Ada because she has red marks.
Yeah. I was at first interpreting that as a blood spray, but yeah. I mean, it's also Ada because there's 4 men and a woman. And
okay.
Her being Ada is not helpful. That's not useful information. So okay. That's not her tent. This one isn't her tent. Well, okay, sorry. This side isn't her side because it contains a book with that refers to the woman with
the witch proclaims herself stricken with illness. Well, the only one doing any kind of witchcraft
is this one.
Yeah,
but I'm a little. Yeah, maybe. Could be. Give poor Tom a sign. But this note says the witch claims she has a preventative cure for the fever in her kit. Like, there's something going on here that you would identify as witchcraft, but the fact that some asshole refers to a woman as a witch,
well, sure,
doesn't, for me, suggest that woman did anything.
Right. Well, I mean, generally for me, generally that's the same for me. But I think with there being witchcraft and a Cthulhu thing, Twerp.
Couldn't keep his eyes open for 4 measly hours. Is everybody's watch shift the same? No. Only one person's watch shift is 4 hours. So the captain refers to Stefan Garner as the twerp.
Oh, can you go back to the schedule real quick?
Yeah.
The captain's shift is 1 hour. Cyrus is 1 hour. Then 2 hours. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna watch for 1 hour. Fuck you, man.
He's the captain. His head's got to be clear. So. Maybe it's supposed to be
don't have
479? What is going on with your hand, my dude? Those symbols are the symbols that have been scratched in the dirt.
Oh, okay.
In which case, I imagine we're supposed to make that connection.
Okay.
She gets a tent by herself, and she has her kit.
Okay. And that puts the other 2 in the other 10 by default.
Yeah. This one probably here because his shoes are in the tent instead of on his feet. Okay, 2 or fewer incorrect.
Okay.
So this is a process of elimination. He never hit
Hold on
me,
a second.
not even once. What are we supposed to take from this? Drowsiness doth overtake me. The witch proclaims herself stricken with illness. On March 8th.
Twerp slept on
Twerp
duty.
slept on
and he was
duty
out
on March
for 4
9th.
hours.
So that would
Well-
suggest that Stefan Garner is the writer of this. We have no way of connecting Stefan Garner's
Yeah.
name to a person right now.
Well, other than it's this guy who says his punishment is why he is still alive, and the punishment was he wasn't given the thing. He's withheld the thing that killed the others. And it sounds to me like the penalty of death is being applied to him for not being awake for those 4 hours.
Okay.
So that is Garner.
These statements are so disconnected that it didn't like. It is not obvious to me that this refers to this any more than this refers to this. And that was the connection I made at first. But I think you're probably right.
Can you go back to the present real quick and check something for me?
Absolutely not. I could go to 1927, which is 100 years in the past. Is that something you would?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right.
Right. So, I think we have the two ladies mixed up. I think the
Oh.
aviation lady.
Am I misremembering who had what cigarettes?
I think the aviation lady is the one with the. Is she not the one with the goofy hair?
It's possible.
The red
this is
hair.
This is the other danger of this is the thing from the other case is that I don't necessarily remember things all that well.
Because
Is there something in the current case we can use here to?
Oh yeah, because she has her bag. All the others have bags in their tent, medical bags. There's not a medical bag in that bottom tent. So
Okay.
she's brought out her medical bag. So the woman with the bun
Okay.
goes there. And if you put that guy back in the slot, does that?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So it's just a piece of misremembered information from the previous.
Hey, we did it.
All the logic here was correct. Okay. These factors show that the pirate crew's deaths were caused by Thing.
Well,
These factors show that Antoine Spilsbury's death was caused by something. So, Antoine Spilsbury seems to have suffocated. Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, you.
Is he also overheated?
His body's pretty red. His eyes, I don't think, are meant to be red as dilated. It's a little hard because of the colors they've chosen.
I don't see that as dilated.
But yeah,
no.
I think that's not supposed to be read as dilated. So we expect either high body temperature or oxygen oversaturation, which would be oxygen oversaturation in the blood specifically. So, Firaxin seems like a possibility then, right? Because if the organs are not retrieving the oxygen from the blood, then the oxygen is still in the blood.
And he's suffocated. Okay, yeah.
Overheated.
Too much oxygen in blood.
That seems possible. Airway inflammation would lead to a suffocation where there's not a lot of oxygen in your blood. Right, you'd be...
Yeah. No, I want to say it's probably the Firaxin, but that's going to be... the second thing's going to be too much oxygen in blood, if that's correct. Brain death. Rather than overheated body.
You're right, sorry. I was just like, he read. Yeah, none of the rest of this stuff seems to quite line up the way the Firaxin does. The pirate crew are insanely like these are not cool bodies. These are fucking they got painted. But I think that's what the game's going for. It's trying to be as obvious as possible. We don't get to see any tongues.
Right. Do we see any pupils that are dilated?
Yeah, that guy's pupils are probably dilated. They look dilated from here. Yeah, those are real dilated. Those are for real dilated.
Okay.
What an annoying way to sequester this information.
Yeah, no, I don't care for the back and forth.
Okay, so
It was on.
when we see the
Nerve agent or head trauma.
okay,
Well, it's going to be a nerve agent. So, do we have any nerve agents
so
that are
nerve
listed?
agent, head trauma, along with a blue body, which could be cooling or it could be it could just be a oxygen deficit in the blood. So cools body, damages liver. Overheats body.
How about the bugs?
Yeah. The thing is, I wouldn't think it's a sleep drug named Frig 42 in 1797, right?
Right. Yeah, no, this isn't going to be it either.
Yeah, high temperature, vomiting, blah, blah, blah. Or Frig X was the stuff. Thing is, he's got like, it's kind of hard to tell.
Well, this guy we've already.
Like,
Yeah.
that could be chunks of mushroom. Or, you know, it's like this is being shown to us for a reason.
Can you
The way
look
their
in
bodies
the
are
medicine?
arranged is so fucking weird.
And yeah.
What do you want me to look at?
No, in the past, the tent with the bag with the kit.
Yeah.
Okay. We have a green vial that's out. Nerve agent presence, but we don't know what the nerve agent is the trouble. Yeah, let's look at the book again. Mixed up or heightened sensory inputs. So someone is tasting too much, hearing too much, seeing too much.
Oh, heightened sensor. Okay.
Okay. So it's definitely a presence of. It's definitely nerve agent presence.
Yeah.
And then the other thing could be either cool body or what in the book.
But according to her book, Neurozinth can't kill you.
Yeah.
All it can do is make you throw up.
Right. Yeah, I
So
think
why
that's
is
not.
this
I think
here?
that's just. I think it's probably like if the other people don't know about the mushrooms, that is non-fatal. Is a way to cover up a murder.
Maybe.
Can we look at the book again?
I mean,
and
from
look
our
at the-
I mean, from our perspective, why is this here?
I mean, I think it's just kind of like a red herring.
Okay, you've seen every page of the
or
book, like
yellow mushroom. Okay, hang on. Can be caused by low body temperature or oxygen deficit in blood. So, is there? What are the things that cause oxygen deficit in the blood? Maybe it's that instead of the low body temperature. Stops heart, fatal, extreme airway inflammation leading to blockage, cools body, damages liver, fatal. Purple liquid, white powder light. Paralyze the lungs.
so. Like the core issue here is that none of this stuff is said to function as a nerve agent.
Right, what is a nerve agent? I'm gonna Google nerve agent.
Go ahead.
Nerve agents, sometimes called nerve gases, are a class of organic chemicals that disrupt the mechanisms by which nerves transfer messages to organs. So it makes you lose control. It basically paralyzes your heart or respiratory. So in that sense, the one that stops the lungs. Which I think is on that third tab.
So in 1797, Ada Baker contracted scarlet fever. She got bit by a bug or whatever. She got sick.
Yeah.
To prevent themselves from getting ill, 3 of the members of this party took something that she gave them.
Yeah. It's not Garner, but it is Triton,
Yeah.
Amiot, and Tom Atkin.
Yeah.
Consumed.
Consumed the... Presumably she would give them... I mean, it shouldn't be Frigax, but... Like, you know, the whatever it is. The whatever it is she gave them. The remaining member...
Yeah, I mean, we can...
Stefan Garner was... denied...
refuse.
Was refused that's not quite
Yeah.
English. Having slept on watch. However, the blank was blank. So these 3 died.
Was poisonous. The blink was poisonous.
Yeah, it's like that first.
Yeah, so if we go back into the book
not-
and look for the one that paralyzes the lungs, there'll be a nerve agent that would cause the blue skin.
You're making a hell of a leap to nerve agent.
I looked up what a nerve agent was and read it to you.
Yeah, and like, if you think that the thing that you read means that the thing you just said is correct, you are wrong. You simply don't know the meanings of those words.
That's possible.
So you're saying promedill salt, because the promedill salt paralyzes the lungs, it is necessarily a nerve agent.
That's what a nerve agent is. It prevents you from having control of your organs,
Okay. And all
sending messages back and forth.
So real kind of all rectangles are squares, and so all squares are rectangles kind of vibe here.
Well, regardless, we're looking for something that has less oxygen in the blood.
Yeah.
And what I mean, not maybe not the lungs. Maybe there's also the one that paralyzes the heart.
Yeah, this one damages the liver.
Extreme airway inflammation leading to blockage. Anti-parasite drug.
So by the thing you read, damages liver also makes Fragax a nerve agent, right?
Yeah.
And it cools the body.
Well,
so there you have
damages the liver isn't the same as like stopping the liver from functioning from a nerve.
Is it not literally the?
No, but I mean, as far as from what I read,
yeah.
and I'm not a doctor,
right?
To be clear,
right.
I want to reveal this to you.
Okay.
After our 3 years together, that I'm not a doctor, but it's the organ basically being paralyzed, and then not and bad things resulting because of that, because the lungs aren't lunging and the heart isn't pumping. The liver just not livering is different than the liver being damaged, I feel like.
You're not a doctor.
It's true.
It's crazy. You sound so professional right now. I can't believe it.
Okay, well, I'm trying to.
Anyway, in 1927, someone wanted the expedition terminated. Right?
Okay.
Somebody's trying to stop them.
Yeah.
After the body of Radiganolita was
discovered.
Discovered. To ensure that the expedition
continued,
somebody killed that person with, we think, Firaxin.
Yeah.
And, it's got to be...
And we know it was Antoine Spilsbury that was killed, and the one the expedition stopped.
Yeah, so it's got to be Antoine who wanted it stopped. So, who killed him with the what now? One assumes that it's... And perhaps this is not fair. One assumes it's probably not this dude who was trying to kill him.
I'm assuming it's Jasper, but let's look at Jasper's tent to see if there's something more conclusive there.
Yeah, okay. Jasper is a motivated fellow, to be sure. Jasper does seem to have some kind of like a box of yellow powder, just kind of out.
Okay.
Firaxin is a pink paste. What do we have that is described as a yellow? Neurozinth is a yellow powder. If overdose, leads to extreme nausea and is non-fatal. So my man just has a bunch of extra Neurozinth. And also there's this mushroom here to explain the presence of the Neurozinth in his system. But how is that helpful? Here's some whiskey. It seems to be kind of
what's
unrelated.
The whiskey doing there?
Yeah, there's something we're missing, right? There's something that we're missing very seriously. Because...
Oh wait,
what
color is that whiskey?
It's kind of a brownish. Honestly, it looks like Yoo-hoo. Adrenochrome.
Brown liquid, adrenochrome, heart stimulant. If overdose stops heart, fatal.
which would not, I think, cause suffocation indicators.
Yeah.
It's odd. So we have here, there's a couple of cigarettes. What is this? It looks like a green cigar, or like a I don't know.
Someone has a cigar box. Are they green?
So you have some white powder. They are approximately that color, yeah. This is just one of his cigars. He's got some white pills on him. Frig is a sleep drug. Yeah, that would make sense. He brought his sleeping pills. Doesn't seem crazy. So he had some Frigax. But he's not dead because of Frigax. He just has some.
Yeah, what am I...
And none of this stuff matches the description of the like greenish vial that...
Yeah. Maybe the green one is just a... There's also a white and a pink liquid inside the case.
Oh, wow. Is that supposed to be a pink liquid against the pink background of the case? Because it's like
I think
it's
so.
like almost literally the same color as this wall of the bag. Okay. So she maybe has a pink.
Yeah,
maybe has a pink
are
thing or a
there
white thing.
pink? Yeah.
So she might have some Firaxin. That could be a pink paste or a white powder, which would make it Vaunt.
Well, if it was font, that wouldn't kill the people in the past, though, because they're not overheated.
Well, yeah. But there blocks organs' ability to retrieve oxygen from blood. I guess could be like a really loose description of a nerve agent. And then they're suffocated, so maybe like I'm a little worried.
But they don't have a suffocation sign. They have a either low body temperature or oxygen deficit sign.
Yeah.
And an oxygen deficit would not be being unable to retrieve the oxygen from the blood. It'd be there not being oxygen in the blood, right?
Right.
Low oxygen in the
I
blood
agree
could be
with
caused
you.
by blocked airways, lung malfunction.
I agree with you. I'm concerned that maybe the
heart
people
malfunction.
who made this have made an error. Is I guess
Okay,
where
so
I'm at.
can we look at the different things and try to find one that is a nerve, is a paralysis
let me tell you what I think is going on with this. You're
Yeah.
fascinated with this book, and I don't think looking at any of the pages in this book for a 134th time is going to solve anything. We have to figure out.
I just can't retain the information.
We have to figure out what's going on. I think
Right.
whatever's going on with this Black Raven whiskey, somebody meant to do something, but didn't actually do it. Because this bottle is very fucking full. Right?
Okay.
There's not enough of this missing for it to have been used to overdose anybody on anything. He's out here, he's smoking with somebody who smokes cigarettes, which unfortunately is everybody else. But I think we're supposed to put this together a little bit more, you know.
Right, but the thing I'm trying to put together is the thing in the past.
The thing you're trying to put together is, sorry, I had a coughing fit there.
Because the thing I'm coming to the book for is trying to figure out what happened to the people in 1797.
Yeah. For real, if you haven't gotten it by looking at that book by now, I don't think that's gonna.
Oh,
I don't think it's
but
likely to yield any new answers.
but what I'm saying, sweetheart.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, if they're blue because they don't have enough oxygen in the blood, and the second page of that spread gave us things that cause low oxygen in blood of that head spread, where it's blocked airways, lung malfunction, heart malfunction, misc.
Yeah.
So those three things, the blocked airways, lung malfunction, heart malfunction, are all listed as effects of some of the things. So it narrows it down to one of those three. And if those is a paralyzing agent, which isn't anything on this page, but could be on the other page, one that paralyzes the lungs. I think it is the salt.
Okay.
I know we're still trying to figure out this other guy too. I'm just I that's the argument I'm trying to make. I just didn't remember the name of the thing, and so I'm having trouble holding all that information. And I do feel like if they just had it as an open panel, this would be a lot.
Yeah, well, there's no
easier.
There's no like this is an asinine thing to do, to put all the symptoms in an object that's inside an object that's inside an object in one of the time periods. Like,
yeah. So if instead of cool body we say lack of oxygen in blood, and then do pyramidal salt.
Okay. I mean,
and that lets us fill in some of the answers.
Yeah. Boy, that's...
I wasn't trying to be obstinate. I could see us close to... I couldn't remember the name of the thing. I saw us close to it.
But like, are we to say now the promedil salt was poisonous? Because that's not the problem. I mean, the promedil salt was poisonous in the sense that everything is poisonous. Where if you take too much of it, you know, water too is poisonous in this way.
Well, and here's a case in which we're helped by
they haven't really given us a good.
Yeah. It wasn't watch duty. It wasn't body.
This is what you're making the same point I'm making, which is that none of these words go here.
Except for poisonous.
No, none of them. I'm going to put poisonous in, but it does not go here.
He's so mad when it's right.
Well, I mean, it's just, it just isn't right? Like, using the common English definition of the word right, it just isn't right.
Okay.
All right, so the Firaxin.
Yeah.
Is a pink paste.
Paste.
It's actually almost easier. So what I had identified as mustache wax is potentially fake mustache wax, but it's actually Firaxin. And it was this motherfucker, and he's pretending. Oh man, maybe we can still save him. Come quick. Because he knows that they cannot save him.
Okay. What's this fucker's name again?
We think? Or is that where we were at here?
Yeah. Okay, so it's not Jasper, it's not Radigan, it's Ivan.
That's our buddy Ivan Kearns.
Ivan Kearns killed?
Terminated.
Terminated.
Okay, something.
Okay.
Are you the only person who has some pink stuff? Let's actually look at each of the tents blown up here. This book here doesn't really seem to be... Unless what we're supposed
what's
to...
this showing us?
Unless what we're supposed to be getting from this is the... Because it says it's a pink powder, right? Is what we're supposed to be getting from this that this person knows how to extract it from a flower in the environment?
I don't see any.
Yeah, nor I. Okay, I mean, that might not be the thing that's wrong.
No, I mean, we know it's Firaxin, and we know that Antoine Spilsbury was killed because he's not breathing.
I mean, the red pock marks certainly point to scarlet fever. Right?
Yeah.
Ada gets,
No, that's correct.
Ada gets sick. This seems right. Okay, to prevent themselves from getting ill, they consumed the promedil salt she provided. The remaining crew member was refused the promedil salt, having slept on watch duty. However, the promedil salt was poisonous, so they all died. The name of the remaining crew member must be correct, because if it was wrong, it would cause 3 wrongs, right?
Right.
So we must have all these names right. The promedil salt also must be correct, because if it was wrong, it would be wrong 3 times. So
I think it only can be the identity of the killer. We don't want to brute force this. Let's.
Unless, hold on. Mr. Monocle is afraid. Yeah, there's your monocle. So yeah, it is Antoine wanted to go home. Jasper is certainly the one who is... first of all, we know Jasper is not afraid to kill somebody.
Right.
To make the thing happen.
I mean, Jasper's my guess, but I don't have a...
Yeah. And Jasper is
it.
still trying to push... It sure feels like Jasper. And we know that the kill was accomplished with Firaxin. So whatever's going on here with this Black Raven stuff, it is indeed a red herring. Jasper's tent is the one with the blue bag.
Can you check the note on Antoine's body?
This one?
What does that say? Oh, that's just a split. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It does feel like it would be Jasper. The evidence does not point to Jasper, but it does feel like it would be Jasper.
Hang on. Can you look at the cigarette packs for the other people?
Yeah, they all have the same number of cigarettes
Okay.
depicted.
Okay.
I already looked at that.
Okay.
Everybody is drawn as having 4 cigarettes. Because I had that thought like 20 minutes ago.
Okay. Yeah. I don't see any of the flowers around. Who had the flowers in the book?
It was... This is, what's her name's tent? You. Myrtle. She just knows a lot of stuff. She was the one who was reading the book about... She seems to be like the scholar.
So let me put a very circumstantial case for you here.
Okay, go for it.
Myrtle is the one who knows that mushroom will not kill you.
Okay.
She has the book that says that. Knowing the guy would be taking the mushroom because he wants to go on his hallucinogenic thing, she then poisons him with the Firaxin
Okay.
that she studied how to pull from flowers.
Maybe. All right.
And then will pretend it's the mushroom that did it. Because the only information these other people have is possibly this flyer that just says, don't confuse it with the other mushroom. So she can pass it off as this thing was fatal, hiding her murder.
Okay, that's interesting. And so the only evidence we're given that she ever could have had contact with stuff is here's a picture that depicts some pink powder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she has the knowledge of what the different things are.
Part of the problem here is that because of the sort of the graphical style, we can't really tell what's what. Like, it would be so great to be able to know the texture of what's in this jar, right?
Right. So my money's on her for those reasons.
It's a pink. Firaxin is a pink paste. She has a book that has in it a picture of a pink powder. That feels very thin.
And she has a book explaining
right. And
how the mushrooms work, all the different things, all the different symptoms. She's the only one that has that information, being the medical person.
Well, okay, you're making a huge assumption there that she's the only one that has that. She's the only one that has that information written down in her pocket.
Sure. She's the only one we've
people
seen
know
with
people
that
know all kinds of things. You want me to just put in? Okay, see, it's not Myrtle. It turns out.
Okay.
Or wait, is that? I don't remember what her name is, but in any case, it's not either of the women.
Well, my money's still on Jasper, but I don't want to just
or
say,
alternatively, it is somebody that we put down here, and the problem is something else.
I think we've already kind of eliminated that, though.
Sure, and we've done that before as well, where we successfully eliminated the thing that was wrong. So logically, we feel real solid about this whole sentence. The names in the Promedial salt can't be wrong because of this, and consumed is the only verb that fits here.
Right.
That makes this real solid as well. This is the only verb that fits here. I feel pretty good about all this. Scarlet Fever thing seems right. Promedial salt's an anesthetic.
Yeah. But it wasn't nothing, because they didn't get sick from the disease.
Sure. Well, we don't know that.
And they did overdose.
They didn't get sick from a disease that we don't know is contagious between humans.
Right.
Presumably, you have to get bit by the bug, right?
They don't have the signs of the disease.
Right, but that doesn't...
That she has.
Yeah. What I'm saying is that doesn't mean there's no reason that they would be sick.
Okay.
She's not contagious. They have to get bit by the bug. or in any case, the passage of time is insufficient, right? Like, even if she was contagious or they did get bit, she killed them really quickly after the events. So like it almost makes more sense to me. I hate this so much that it feels to me like it's supposed no, but it can't be because promodil salt must be correct in these places or we'd have more
Right.
corrects. But it feels almost to me like it's supposed to be they were given something, but it turned out it was promodil salt, and so they died.
Right.
Know? But that's just me speaking English as a primary language, causing trouble there. So the idea is Ada gave them an anesthetic telling them that it would prevent them from getting scarlet fever?
Yeah.
It doesn't make a lot of sense. She didn't know that the stuff would kill them in the dosage.
Was it the captain that gave it? No, it was the promodil salt that she provided. She provided, yeah. There's a note somewhere that mentions the name Tom.
Yeah.
Why does it do that? Can we find that note and see?
Hey, that's a good point. The dreaded spit flies again. Avert marks of the deadly disease from my body. Amabel, you're a fucking genius. Okay, hold on. Spit flies. Yeah, tropical spit fly, scarlet fever. So wait a minute. Tom gets sick. What if Tom got sick? We can't see shit on any of these bodies.
But Tom's the one that put the signs on his hand.
Sure.
So we know he's dead.
Avert marks of the deadly disease from my body. Take others. The witch claims she has a preventative cure for the fever in her kit. If this is true, give poor Tom a sign. So yeah, she just lied to them about what, or she didn't understand what promodil salt does, or...
Can you click on her face? Does she have yellow eyes?
I mean, she has an awful lot of red shit on her face.
Right, but they listed yellow eye specifically as another symptom, and she doesn't have them.
Yeah. Very high temperature, yellowing eyes.
Huh.
She proclaimed
Also, why
herself
is she...
stricken with illness. She has, like, makeup, right? She has a paintbrush at the very least and some red paint. This stuff is supposed to be important. It is way too fucking small. So, like, she marks herself with red
and then
stuff.
Poisons them.
Tells them that I got the thing. The guy knows enough about the disease to know that spit flies are responsible, and he's like, he freaks out about spit flies. She tells them that she's sick, but that she has a cure. Kills them all. Like, aggressively overdoses them all. Captain won't let her dose Stefan. And then she tells Stefan that she didn't know, but she's so we're taking her then to be lying here.
Yeah.
With the intent to kill him.
Why is his watch important?
It's a great question. The critical thing is it doesn't change any of the words here, right?
Right. No, I think we got that right. I really think it is just figuring out who killed Spilsbury. And I hate to jiggle the handle, but I feel like it must be Jasper since we've tried the other names we've been given.
I guess at this point you're right. We have put every name except for Jasper, Antoine, and Radigan in that slot.
Or Eliza Swamp. I don't know who that is. I don't remember.
No, I
who
did.
that
I
is.
did put that in. I don't think. Yeah, this is not the problem. If we put in Antoine, who's definitely wrong, it's still. I think we have one mistake somewhere else.
Okay. Seven Garner was refused the primordial. Slept on watch duty. Salt was poisonous.
There's some goofy mistake.
Was not. Well, could it be nothing? Oh!
What?
In 1797, she contracted nothing.
You're right. That is it.
That.
Yeah.
Okay.
The going back and realizing that was the thing, but I was looking at these so much. Yeah, you're right.
Well, now I feel foolish on that one.
Ada Baker painted red spots on her face to convince the crew she had scarlet fever. As the ship's surgeon, she prescribed them all a prophylactic antidote, which was actually poisonous. Only Stefan survived, as Captain Triton wouldn't let him take any. And we don't know the mechanics of that exactly. We don't know if she knew that he wasn't going to get it.
Yeah.
That's the thing that was screwing me up, was that, like, why would she do a thing that was going to kill the three of them? But the problem is that in the imagination of the people who wrote this, she didn't know that. And in my imagination, she did.
Yeah.
And I don't like it, it would all come down to how the captain decided and announced it, how and when. And that's information we're not given. When Antoine Spilsbury saw Radigan Alita's bloated body strung up like a scarecrow, he panicked and wanted to end the expedition. As the financier and ship owner, his decision would have been final. To prevent this from happening, Ivan Kearns laced Antoine's whiskey with a deadly pink paste, which he kept in his tent, disguised as mustache wax. Which I fell for immediately. I said the phrase mustache wax. I do want to point out two things. Mm-hmm. One, I'm still right. The word poisonous is wrong in that context. What happened is she overdosed them on a drug that is not poisonous in its appropriate usage. Or literally all substances are poisonous to the point where that word doesn't mean anything. That's why we don't use that word that way. And thing number two, I forget what thing number two was. I'm really mad about the poisonous thing.
Was it the whiskey thing?
No, I think the whiskey thing it is weird, but the fact that they left the whiskey bottle full enough that it couldn't have been, it's a weird red herring, for sure.
Well, you know what? We did it again.
We did it again.
Bang detectives.
I don't.
And anyone in the comments who feel we did a bad job, you can shut up about it.
Or not, whatever.
She's not going to see that.
Yeah, I don't read the comments. It's all just interaction, which some people assume is good for the YouTube algorithm. We don't know that.
Maybe.
But it could be true. Dear Quick Eye Steward, it has come to our attention that a new obsession has gripped Port Armando, the hunt for the legendary Captain Triton's treasure. We require you to proceed there immediately and investigate the matter thoroughly. Our sources suggest that the treasure may contain the fabled Lemurian artifact known as the Wishbloom. According to legend, the Wishbloom possesses the ability to grant wishes, though it does so in a perverse and twisted manner. Securing this artifact is of utmost importance to our organization. However, you are to exercise the highest degree of caution in its presence. We have enclosed a Lemurian text detailing the known properties and behaviors of the Wishbloom. Study it carefully. Finally, you will need to contact our initiate, whose details are provided overleaf. He will obey your orders and help you in this mission. Yours in the mask, Quick Eye Master.
Overleaf's a good word.
I've never seen overleaf before. I like that.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna drop back in here real quick. What was the other? I was upset about something else, and I'm still upset about it.
You're still upset. Okay.
But I don't remember what it was, so it can't have been that upsetting. I will say I'm a little surprised, like, this Walter Keane thing seems it's weird. There's like a lot of weird bits of this that
Whose tent is that again?
It's his tent. That's his bag. There's a lot of weird bits of this that aren't actually connected to this. There's just like a lot of like hanging edges that are sort of strange.
Yeah. You know, I'm sure someone will pop in the comments to explain to us what we're missing, what obvious things we're missing that they're shouting at the screen at us.
And I want more. Dagon didn't show up enough. If you're gonna invoke Dagon, yeah, I don't know, something.
Everyone should be asking. You know, when Dagon's not on screen, everyone should be asking where's Dagon.
Yeah. All right. That's it. We're done. I'm done with this.
Okay, we did it.
I'm sick of it. We did it. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, I'll be just as grumpy, maybe grumpier. And also,
Hot.
we will solve the fourth bit here in the curse of the last Reaper. The curse of the... Listen, you know what it is. You can see the title of the video from where you're sitting. I can't. Come back next time for the next part of that thing, and we'll see you then.